Michael Scott starts the day feeling like everything is finally falling into place. Even though he didn't get the New York job, he's convinced he has the perfect life with Jan, a strong office team, and a bright future. But his optimism disappears when he accidentally hits Meredith with his car in the company parking lot. At the hospital, Michael desperately tries to convince everyone that she's okay, and even asks Meredith to forgive him in front of the entire office. She refuses, leaving Michael embarrassed. When doctors discover Meredith may have been exposed to rabies, Michael hilariously convinces himself that hitting her with the car actually saved her life. Meanwhile, Michael and Jan invite Jim, Pam, Andy, Angela, Dwight, and others to their house for an unforgettable dinner party. What begins as a friendly evening quickly turns into complete chaos. Jan and Michael argue over almost everything, from candles and music to their relationship, while the guests sit through one of the most awkward dinners imaginable. Their constant fighting eventually leads to a broken plasma TV and a painfully uncomfortable night that no one will ever forget. In another storyline, Dwight helps Michael prepare for a survival challenge by abandoning him in the woods with almost nothing. Michael confidently believes he can survive like a wilderness expert, but his adventure quickly turns into a disaster. He struggles to find food, eats wild mushrooms without knowing if they're safe, builds a shelter out of his clothes, and ends up completely exhausted while Dwight secretly watches from a distance. Later, Michael organizes a charity 5K race to raise awareness about rabies. Before the race, he makes the terrible decision to eat an enormous plate of fettuccine alfredo and drink almost no water because he thinks it will give him extra energy. Instead, he becomes dehydrated, barely finishes the race, and dramatically celebrates his triumph of the human spirit. His over-the-top speeches and ridiculous confidence make the event even more hilarious. Finally, Michael is called to testify during Jan's lawsuit against the company. While trying to help her, he accidentally reveals private details about their relationship, contradicts his own statements, and even has pages from his personal diary read aloud in front of everyone. His testimony completely destroys Jan's case, creating one of the funniest and most unforgettable courtroom scenes in the series. Throughout every situation, Michael's good intentions, terrible decisions, and endless misunderstandings create nonstop comedy that makes these episodes true classics of The Office.